Quality engineering is an exact science that seeks to optimize the results of organizations, using tools that will allow the quantitative analysis of quality and productivity of the products or services. Era of quality. Inspection. The quality of product was verified at the end of production process. That is, the inspection was performed by an employee who examined product by product. There was no attempt to analyze the cause of the problems and defects presented. There was only the separation of the good and the defective products. The defective products were eliminated, which caused a high degree of waste and scrap to the process. Statistical quality control, performing inspections on all products manufactured, completely becomes unviable. Thus, using statistical control, it becomes possible to choose a certain quantity of products for inspection, where the characteristics of the sampling would be expanded to the whole lot. Quality warranty. The new approach related to customer satisfaction regarding suitability for product to use. Responsibility for quality has become global, compromising the whole organization. Quality is addressed from the product design stage to the final consumer, and all employees at hierarchical levels must be involved and committed to quality improvement activities. Definition of quality by Crosby. For him, the absence of defects should be the standard of performance of management systems, and the key to achieving these ambitious goals was prevention. Strongly influenced by medicine, Crosby argued that defects should be anticipated and avoided, and not accounted for. According to him, admitting a margin of error in advance created a self-fulfilling prophecy, which in itself would cause defects to occur. Durham defines quality as suitability for use. The word product, good or service refers to the output of process and is necessary to find the balance between the positive characteristics of the product and the absence of deficiency in the product. These positive features do not refer to luxurious components, but to the technical characteristics of a product that has been designed to meet the needs of customers. Deficiencies cause problems for customers and therefore cause them to be unsatisfied. Deming was responsible for divulging and explaining the PDCA, although he was not the creator. The Ishikawa diagram is also known as the fishbone diagram, cause and effect diagram, or 6M's diagram. It is a visual graphical tool created by engineer Kaoru Ishikawa in 1943 and perfected in the following decades. Its function is to assist the analysis of organizations in the search of the main cause of a problem. Quality management. All planning, management, and control activities designed to establish or maintain quality and improve production at the most economical level that takes into account user satisfaction. Quality tools. Benchmarking is a process of comparing products, services, and business practice and is an important instrument of business management. Benchmarking is done through surveys to compare the actions of each company. In this technique, one must qualitatively evaluate what the costs are and what are the benefits of executing a project. The process consists of lifting the items, evaluating them, and constituting weights to weigh them. Competition research. For this, there are three most popular benefits measurement techniques. The Instruction Committee, a group of people trying to overturn a new project idea. Peer review, ask a group of peers or an individual to evaluate the project. Restricted optimization methods. Linear programming, integer programming, dynamic programming, and programming with several objectives. The PDCA cycle, also called the Deming cycle or Shewhart cycle, is a management tool that aims to promote continuous process improvement through a 4-action circuit: plan, do, check, and act. A quality audit is planned, documented evaluation performed by personnel independent of the audited area in order to verify the effectiveness of the quality system implemented. Through the verification of objective evidence and the identification of non-conformities, serving as a mechanism of feedback and improvement of the quality system. The production engineer, who is interested in work in the area, must master and act in the 6 fields of vectors that make up quality engineering. They are management and leadership, quality system, product and process designing, product and process control, improvement techniques, and quantitative methods. Bibliometry is a field that applies statistical and mathematical methods to analyze and construct indicators on the dynamic and evolution of scientific and technological information of certain disciplines, areas, organizations, or countries. The consultation resulted primarily in 3,996 documents. However, the search would be refined to limit the results to those who were most interested and had a greater relationship with the subject studied. So, at first, it was decided to filter the search by the document type, keeping only the articles. This procedure was performed using the Web of Science document type refinement tool, selecting the article type. After this initial refinement, the number of publications dropped to 2,559 documents. However, the number was still considered high for the purpose of the paper. Soon, more refinement was necessary. This time, in the categories of Web of Science. 3 categories were selected, as shown in Figure 1, being Management, Business, and Industrial Engineering. The filtering resulted in 256 publications, as can be seen in Figure 2, which was considered a good value for the research deployment. With the search completed, the results analysis was started using the Web of Science tool itself. It was decided to analyze from 4 perspectives: the categories of the Web of Science, the years of publication, the countries where they were published, and the citations of the articles. In Figure 3, it was possible to observe the analysis made regarding Web of Science categories. Of particular note are the Management, Business, and Industrial Engineering categories, which can be considered very close to production engineering. This highlight comes due to the selection of 3 categories in the refinement. However, it was possible to note other categories that have significant contributions to the consultation carried out, such as the operational research category, which is also one of the major areas of industrial engineering, and also the category of manufacturing engineering, in which applies to the practices and concepts of the area of quality quite frequently. In Figure 4, the results of the analysis are presented for the countries where most articles related to the search published. The country with the largest number of publications is the United States, with 58, followed by England with 25 and Italy with 19. The ranking of the United States in the ranking was somewhat expected and justified, since the studies about quality have been evolved since World War II. In addition to being the country of researcher William Edwards Deming, known for pioneering studies and considered the father of evolution in quality. It was also done a reordering of the results in order to allow the visualization of number of publications in Brazil, corresponding to 9. The data is interesting both to bring visibility to the Brazilian scientific production and to analyze the peculiarities of the importance of the magazines where the archives were published, because with globalization and the increasing importance of international journals, as measured by the impact factor, Brazilian journals ended up losing strength, even with the creation of Web Qualis, a Brazilian ranking. The third view analyzed was the number of publications per year. This analysis was done in 2 ways, visualizing the publications in the last 10 years and visualizing the 10 years that had the most publications. Of the 256 articles resulting from the database query, 40 were published in the year of 2018, representing about 15.5% of the results, as can be seen in the Figure 6. The year with the second largest amount of publications was the year of 2016, with 36, followed by 2015, with 31 registrations. It is possible to perceive the growth of the number of publications about the subjects considered. One hypothesis justifying growth is that it is increasingly necessary to adopt the view of sustainable development in addition to quality management and maintenance as investments and not more expense, culminating therefore in an increase in the number of studies about this. Another interesting fact is that in 2019, even in the middle of the year, there are already 21 publications. Finally, the citations of the article were analyzed. There were 5,091 citations of the 256 articles resulting from the consultation. Finally, the citations of the articles were analyzed. There were 5,091 citations of the 256 articles resulting from the consultation, which were made in 4,354 articles. The publications have an H-index of 38, that is, 38 articles were cited 38 times. All these data are shown in Figure 8, which also has a graph containing the number of citations from the year 2000 to the year 2019. In order to make the results more visual, clouds of words were constructed for each of the analyses, shown in figures 10, 11, and 12. Figure 9 shows the word cloud of the most frequently used words within the 256 articles resulting from the query, which allow us to perceive the great use of words such as companies, performance, technology, and integration. Thus, hypothetically, a greater demand for the use of technologies in order to improve the performance of companies relating to practice of sustainable development. In the last part of the study, in addition to the analysis already done, 2 heat maps were generated regarding co-authorship and trend analysis using VozVire software. Thus, one can analyze how science advances and moves. Due to the limitations of the software, it was not possible to generate the co-citation and coupling maps. Figure 13 presents the maps of co-authorship, that is, the authors who published together and who has greater relevance. The highlight is for the authors Pontrandolfo and Pier Paolo, and Angélico and Rosa Maria. Figure 14 shows the trend map generated by the program through the abstracts and titles of the articles. With it, you can see which subjects are most cited and what are the trend of articles is. The issues of sustainable development, along with challenge and opportunity, stand out, which is very interesting, since sustainable development is seen in 2 ways, both as a challenge due to the difficulty of changing the mindsets of societies and industries, but also as an opportunity for innovation and even for the economy. It is important to highlight the relationship between research and strategy,